We're born in the moonlight. Ain't no fantasy. Can't breathe in the sunlight.
Hello Aromas, this is Aromie here and welcome back to Red Embrace Hollywood. We are here staring at our reflection on the TV screen for some reason. My face stared back at me the same as it always looked. It was about time for me to head to Saturnalia for the party. Oh right, the party! But I wasn't sure if Cherise and company were expecting me to appear groomed and primed up. It was a special occasion and Heath was going to be there, presumably wearing his own face instead of River's. Groom and clean myself up thoroughly, put a little bit of effort into looking nice. Don't bother cleaning up. No, I'm gonna try to look nice. It's a party. I gotta look pretty. Stepping into the bathroom, I decided to spend some time making myself presentable. After wandering around sewers and graveyards, it was something of a dramatic shift to focus on my appearance. But once I was properly cleaned up and ready, I surprised myself with how striking I looked. If not less like a corpse, then at least one very lovingly prepared for an open casket funeral. However, when I left my room to head outside, Cherise's car wasn't waiting for me. She'd probably taken it herself, but she'd apparently hired and prepaid a taxi to ferry me there, since the driver hopped out and ushered me in as soon as I left the hotel. That was nice of her. During the short ride, my thoughts slowly wandered towards Heath. When I left him the other night, it was like he'd been devastated by the news, and now Cherise was going to officially declare all chances of a truce to be dead. Would hearing that shatter him completely? Would he try to coax Cherise into a different solution? No matter what happened, it didn't seem like it would end prettily. Either way, I still think we have a chance. We just have to do it behind her back or something, I don't know. As I stepped out of the taxi and approached the bar, I could hear chatter and laughter coming from inside. Apparently the party had already started. Did we like rent out the Saturnalia for the night so no other house can come in? Glamorous and important looking vampires filled up every corner, sipping from wine glasses filled with red liquid. Most of them were dressed in high-end fashion, complete with the proudly reserved air of those who could afford it. It was a strangely refined atmosphere for Saturnalia, a place that normally felt nostalgic and homey. Hey Chico. Just as I stepped inside, someone called my name right next to my ear. Whoa. I just came in. Oh, I just came in, Heath. It was Heath holding a small platter of drinks in one hand. Oh, you, the, what do they call those people that walk around with the little plates? I don't know what they call them. Servers? No, right? You look incredible, like even more of a star than usual. His voice was calm and gentle as always, barely audible over the guests' chatter. But his normal smile didn't appear, not even as the moments passed by. I'm fashionably late. Did Cherise make her announcement yet? Are you feeling okay, Heath? Could I have one of those drinks? I think I would need. Are you feeling okay? Yes, I'm alright. Thanks for asking about me. It was obviously a lie, but I did seem grateful that I'd asked. Are you sure you're okay? You really don't seem so. So should I press on? Should I bug him some more? Are you okay? No, really, I'm sure. Are you sure? We didn't make a promise where we don't lie to each other yet, right? He picked at his scarf with his free hand, toying with the fabric. It's so strange, isn't it? Not so long ago, you and I were standing right here, talking with the Golgotha. I just hope tonight ends better, with blood kept in the glasses, not spilled all over the floor. At least Randall probably won't show up this time, probably. You're expecting something bad to happen. I think it'll be fine. No one here seems like a fighting type, but somebody else can fucking come through. You're expecting something bad to happen? No, it's just I'm just not so sure anymore, that's all. But don't listen to me. I'm sure you have enough of your own to worry about. I'm sorry, Michiko, but I should probably... As Heath spoke, I heard the bar scene should swing open for a new arrival. At that moment, the whole room's atmosphere suddenly seemed to shift. People were edging away from the door, muttering quietly among themselves. When I glanced to see who had stepped into the bar, is it Randall? Oh, it's Marcus! Damn, Marcus is just swinging doors open nowadays? Marcus, who seemed unfazed by his cold welcome, strolled past us. I noticed a flood of wary looks following him. Some outright aggressive, others cautiously fascinated. Fear of the unknown. Heath murmured beside me, watching Marcus disappear around the corner. I mean, I'm sure he's just here to tell Cherise his news, right? Lovecraft, didn't he say that the unknown is mankind's greatest fear? And our fears attract us, pulling us in. I think Marcus understands that better than anyone. Are all the Scari afraid of him? I wonder why he's here. I'm honestly sure he's here for Cherise. No, some of them think he's mysterious, intriguing, but he keeps everyone at arm's length, so no one's ever uncovered the mystery. Maybe Marcus doesn't understand it either. He slowly trailed off, his eyes never meeting mine. I'm sorry, but I should go serve these drinks. Maybe we can talk after the party. His smile was obviously forced. Already, he was starting to shift away from me, like he was impatient to leave. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Do I feed into his like, oh, you can use me as a crutch, or no, I'm gonna make you be independent so we both can love each other independently? Why don't you just tell me what's wrong? Do I smell bad or something? Oh, sure, okay. Why don't you tell me what's going on? Huh? I'm tired of this. For a moment, his eyes darted around in panic, before he let out a sigh of defeat like a child caught in a lie. I can't. Not right now. I'm sorry. As soon as everyone leaves, we can talk. I promise. Are you sure it can wait that long? Am I threatening him now? Okay, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, wait. This is all today. So, shit. It's kind of awkward. Okay, well, let's go back to number 1 before I get all confused. Alright. Thank you. I'll see you later, Michiko. Sure. He slipped into the crowd, swiftly disappearing amidst the various guests. He was acting so strangely. What could have been bothering him that much? If it was just negotiations breaking down, he could have surely told me about that. But it seemed like I was part of whatever was distressing him, because I'm telling him that he needs to be his own man. Maybe it was related to the night in my hotel room. Bro, he still hasn't apologized for that either. I don't even know where we stand. Mulling over my thoughts, I wandered up to the bar. It was fairly empty, since most of the vampires were flirting about in groups. But a few moments after I settled down... Oh, you're cute! Hi! A thin, finely dressed man slid into the bar stool beside me, propping his elbows on the counter and letting out a faint groan. Do you understand parties, or rather the point of these social interactions? No, not really. I hate parties. Because I'm very introvert. It's also confusing. Trust me, I don't like them any more than you do. I don't understand the point of this particular social interaction, no. I mean, I like some of the Golgothas. Iskari. So, alone and thought you might feel similarly. It sounded like I'd only caught half of his reply. Had he trailed off or mumbled something and I'd missed it over the chatter. Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Jasper. He smiled at me warmly. I love his eyes, to be honest, offering a slightly awkward nod. I'm not very adept in situations like these. Strangers everywhere, idle chit-chat. Technically, aren't we doing that? In fact, I'm only here because of my partner, but where is he? Again, I only caught half of his reply, but this time he definitely hadn't opened his mouth for the other half. Are you a Golgotha? I'm horrible at socializing too, so I totally get it. I think we have a communication issue here. No, I get it. That's rather uncommon for an Iskari, but I'm glad you... Oh, you're not an Iskari? Jasper suddenly let out a soft gasp. Oh, how inconsiderate of me. I don't meet new people very often, so I suppose the best way to explain things would be reality and headspace are somewhat blurred for me. So quite naturally, half of my thoughts I can give voice to. What does that mean? Jasper threw his head with a light chuckle, wordlessly filling in the gap. I do apologize for the inconvenience. Does that mean like he can... What? His brain doesn't let him finish his own sentences? I usually want to hear half of what people say at parties anyway. That's so stupid. No, we're not gonna do that. Well, it's fine. Thanks for telling me. Oh dear, you must have been very confused. You probably still are. Yeah, I am, to be honest. As Jasper's cheerful laughter faded into silence, our conversation stalled for a few moments. The chatter around us carried on. I noticed a number of glances aimed my way, studying me with more than passing curiosity. A few people even waved or tried to beckon me over, faces I'd never seen before in my life. By the way... Jasper spoke up again, but his voice was a little softer and more hesitant. I saw you speaking with that white-haired boy. What was his name again? Heath? For a while, he used to have... Have what? I remember believe he was Cherise's favorite. Not so much anymore, though. Oh, because I took the spot? Is what I'm assuming? What's his reputation like now? I wouldn't say it's good, but more precisely, I just think no one really notices him. With a quiet, sympathetic sigh, Jasper rubbed a finger along his cheek. If I might offer a little insight, since it seems like you're close to him, he doesn't know who to trust anymore. Wow, he can't even trust me. His own longing has forced him into a corner. Did you do that on purpose, just to be extra cryptic? Wait, what was the rest of that? Thanks for advice to keep in mind. No, he's giving me advice. I feel like he is really trying to struggle talk here, so. Jasper's cute. If I may have your attention. The commanding voice suddenly echoed through the bar, which quickly grew hushed. I really hope it goes hush because I can still hear him. All eyes flickered towards where Cherise stood, her glasses glinting as she surveyed the crowd before her. Jasper's attention was drawn to her too, cutting short whatever he was about to say. Tonight, as some of you already may know, marks an important occasion. Negotiation efforts with other houses are no longer in motion. There were a few gasps, but mostly enthusiastic clapping came in response. Poor Heath. I finally spotted Heath across the bar, but he didn't look surprised or even distressed. His glassy stare was only fixated on empty space. We have done everything in our power to compromise, to reach across the aisle, hoping that we might strengthen our coven rather than weaken it. But Randall and Andre, along with all of their followers, have shown us that they prioritize winning over the chance of unity. Soft murmurs of agreement and vehement nods met Cherise's words. And so, from this day forward, we will pour all of our efforts into defending against these destructive threats. Wait, what? So we're gonna fight back? How? What? I don't want to. A defense greatly bolstered by the help of a very recent arrival, Michiko. I am not fighting anybody. Who the fuck do you think you are? As soon as Cherise mentioned my name, several people instantly looked towards me, and everyone else's gazes followed. Michiko, despite the unorthodox nature of her returning, has been an invaluable agent to me, fiercely hunting down threats, establishing diplomatic relations, going undercover, and traversing many parts of LA that are currently dangerous for our people. Recently, during a high-stakes meeting with the Golgotha in this very bar, she even risked her own life saving Heath, another agent in my employ, from gunfire. Cherise's dramatic retelling of events elicited fresh gasps and whispers, and more glances were thrown my way. And though she may no longer stand as a bridge between us and other houses, with compromise fallen by the wayside, let Michiko's triumph, despite all the odds stacked against her, serve as an inspiration light to us all in the darkest hour of our divided coven. Listen here. That does not mean I'm part of Ascari, alright? I'm not gonna fully hands down be in Ascari, okay? I just so happen to get bitten by a vampire in this house. The bar filled with thunderous applause, enthusiastic whistles piercing through the clapping. Even Jasper was applauding beside me, beaming encouragingly. But as the loud sounds of approval died down, and Cherise slipped away after a small bow, my eyes suddenly met Heath's. Is he upset because I'm now her pet? I don't want to be her pet. You can have that role. He was gazing straight at me with a sort of intensity that I'd never seen before. I couldn't tell what it stemmed from, but for a moment time seemed to slow down as we were caught in a movie. The platter in his hands began to tremble. Blood started overflowing from the glasses he held, splashing onto the floor. Rush over to him? He might fucking slap me. Ooh, I don't know what to do. I guess I'll rush over to him. I threw my weight forward, ready to dash to Heath's side. But before I could take another step, a deafening crash flooded the bar. Instantly the chatter fell silent and everyone's eyes turned towards the source. Heath froze in pure horror. At his feet was a pool of blood and broken glass, slowly spreading over the tile. One moment passed, then another and another. The stares focused on Heath weren't accusing or amused or even surprised. They were pitying. I don't think he wants to be stared with pity. Without a word, Heath ran straight past the crowd, heading for the door. No one stopped him as he slammed through the exit, disappearing outside. But soon enough, hushed whispers turned to baffled murmurs. And then, as if nothing had happened, the loud chatter resumed just like before. Oh dear. Still gazing in the direction Heath had gone, Jasper let out a worried sigh, rubbing his cheek with a hand. I think maybe you'd better go after him, Michiko. He could use some grounding too. Shit. God, man, it must suck to be him. Like, he's trying to talk and then gets cut off by himself. He gently motioned towards the door, nodding at me. You're right, I've got to go after him. Bye, Jasper. Are you sure? Maybe I should leave him be. No, I think he needs space. Forget it, he's acting like a kid throwing a tantrum. I honestly don't know what's going on with Heath, though. You're right, I gotta go. Be careful not to let him fade away from you. He murmured to me, his lips pressing solemnly together, then turned away. Turning away from the bar, I hurried towards the door. I'm triggered. This game has so many cute side characters. Outside, Heath was nowhere to be seen. But when I focused on following his scent, I realized he hadn't gone far. Where'd he go? An alley? The path led me to an alley nearby, deserted and silent. Hey, this is where I was first, I first wandered. Sure enough, as I stepped further inside... Heath! You okay? This is where I'm gonna end. Actually, this sucks. Damn it, I wanted to play more, but I can't. I have so much more recording to do for other series. So thank you guys for watching today's episode. Stay beautiful. Oh wait, let's check my logs real quick. My stats. It hasn't really changed, has it? Oh, the Golgotha shrunk even more, didn't it? Or was it always that low? I don't know. But anyway, thank you guys for watching today's episode. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.